if you learn to take care of the injured. You are better at it than many learned men I know.
Usually in the mud and the blood of the battlefield. I've been with Zizka for a long time, and there's always been more than enough wounded to take care of.
Experience from life is a greater teacher than theory. Henry, you are still alive.
You want to talk? How are you?
I cannot complain, my friend. But I do not know enough swear words in your language to express my feelings properly. But seriously, the fever has gone down, and the arrow did not hit anything important inside of me. So, I will be fine in a few days. Thanks mostly to Catherine here. She's taking such good care of me.
I could take even better care of him if he didn't go wandering off all the time.
I see you've set up an infirmary here.
Someone has to put you fellas back together, since you don't know how to take care of yourselves.
Catherine has mastered this art. Many learned men could envy her skills. It is a pity I did not know that earlier. I would have given her more to do in the camp than laundry.
I've come here to thank you for what you did for me at the Italian court. If you didn't help me, who knows if I would have made it out of there alive.
Come now. If you had not helped me when they wanted to accuse me of Tretan's murder, Rozav would have had me drawn and quartered. It is too bad you did not tell me whose side you were on then. I could have left with you and avoid getting an arrow in the chest.
Do you need help with anything?
Of course I do. With everything.
We've gathered up all the supplies we could find, but it's not enough for a long siege.
Maybe you could tell the others to try not to bleed too much.
Or just to die straight off and get it over with.
But if you have any injury or ailment, come here and we will help you. Yes? Do not risk losing your limbs to save us trouble.
I ought to leave.
Take care, friend.
And don't forget we're here. If you happen to fall off the walls or get an arrow in the arse, come see us.
I'm all done in. Could you take a look at my wounds?
Let's see. It's not too bad. There's others here who need my help even more. But you can make a healing decoction over there in the tower. There's a place for that there.
We've been through a lot together. Don't you think?
Maybe too much, my friend. But what are you getting at?
Why you left Mali? Will you tell me now why you had to leave?
All right. I think I can trust you. When I left Mali, it was not entirely safe there. King of Mali, Mansa Magan, was killed by his Sandiki. In your language, that is... advisor? He then took the throne, and one of his first orders was to get rid of Magan's family.
What's that got to do with you?
A lot. Mansa Magan was... my cousin. Although I never even came close to the throne, I had no intention of trying to explain that to Sandiki. I preferred to flee.
And what about your family? Do you have any news about them?
I know that several of them were killed. I have no news about the others.
Have you never wanted to go back to Mali?
I think about it often. Almost every day. But I suppose I am afraid. That is all. I do not even know if I would recognize it now. I last met some of my countrymen in Mecca, and that was many years ago.
Did Sandiki ever try to track you down?
I was not that important, my friend. Or I traveled too fast, and no assassin has caught up with me yet. So you have nothing to fear. If someone kills you, it probably will not be because of me.
You all right? What happened?
My family. I don't know what happened to them.
How come?
We live in the village below the castle, but I work here. When the attack began, the people in the village stayed there, outside.
I'm sure they made it to a safe place in time. I saw it with my own eyes from the wall. The Pragas were in complete disarray. There was plenty of time for everyone in the village to hide before they attacked. I'm sure you'll meet up when this is all over.
I hope you're right. We have kin in Old Kutna. They might have fled there to hide. Thanks for what you've told me.
How are we with supplies?
Not bad. We put all in heap, hired hands counting it. With supply from you, not bad. Not bad.
How much do we have?
For few weeks for sure. But we got to count it right.
I'm not happy you were rummaging through my things and took my food.
So you won't hoard your food, and we go hungry. Some Christian you are, Henry.
I've come for food.
For sure. Here, full ration. You cannot fight with empty belly.
Here he is, our new fearless and shameless commander.
Let's drink for courage.
Gladly, but not now.
Anyway, it is still too early to drink.
Why have you come to see us, Henry?
Fair enough. Now why don't you two go to the Outer Bailey with the others, eh? We'll talk about the rest there, and I'll give you your orders.
I cannot wait to hear his speech.
Well, let us go then.
What do you want? The fortress is now under Shishka's command. Given brand new crossbows from Sir Peter's armory.
Priesen sei der Herr.
How's it looking, Captain? Do we have enough arms and ammunition?
We have enough ammunition for now, but we have fewer targets. Those Prague bastards have dug into the village and are building barricades. But when they come again, stop by here with the men for arrows.
All right. So you're in charge of the smithy here? I've got plenty of experience as a blacksmith. Can I help you with anything?
You are a blacksmith? Sehr gut. We found a lot of very old weapons in the fortress, which, with a bit of care, could still be usable. So, if you know how to do it, take 2 Schwerter over there from the table and see if you can get those edges sharpened up. Bis bald. Do you want to help us? Sharpen these swords then.
Good doggy, good boy. This one is sharpened already. That's more like it. I had a look at those swords. Here they are.
Let me see them. Amazing. Great work. They are as good as new. You know your way around the smithy, young man. Danke. Someday I will repay you for your help. Bis bald.
Here you go. Take it.
Would you look at this big-eared boy?
Well, this is unbelievable. Why, if it isn't Henry the blacksmith himself.
No, wait. The son of Sir Radzik.
Indeed. The boy's almost a lord. I'm glad to see you again.
I'm glad to see you too, lads. I hardly recognised you at first. What's with the beards?
Me and Yannick bet we wouldn't shave till we got home.
And whoever has the shortest beard will have to pay the other one's bill at the tavern.
So who's winning?
Me, of course, as you can see.
Don't listen to him. I'm winning. But just by a hair. Ha!
Zhizka's made me a commander. You're now in my company.
We know. We volunteered for your company.
We'd rather have Henry of Skalitz than Lord Capon with his nose in the air. Or that madman the devil.
If there's anyone will get us through this, it's Henry. That's what I said to Yaroslav. That boy survived his own death at least once.
Get up and wait here for the others. Then we'll assign tasks.
Well, that boy's taking his new role seriously, eh?
Aye. You might even think he knows what he's doing.
Once they plunder the village, they'll move on to Raborsh. But they'll be out of luck.
Yes, that place has already been emptied.
Exactly, and the bastards will have no other choice but to pack up and head back to Prague. If they came here for the pay Sigismund promised them, they're poorer than you, Kozlik.
I'm not so poor. I've got a bit of silver hidden away in the cellar.
Ha! Nice one, brother. Roasted chickens will fall from the sky long before we see a single groschen from that treasure.
Volley. Roast chicken sounds amazing right now. Do you remember that time at Hoodlitz?
When we accidentally emptied out that chicken coop?
Aye. I swear I've never had tastier meat. Janosch stirred some of his spices into melted lard and then kept slathering it on the chicken as it roasted. The skin was roasted to golden perfection.
Have you gone mad? We barely have anything to eat, and you want to talk about that?
Juicy meat, nice breasts.
Don't make me angry. I won't be responsible for my actions.
But just imagine it.
I don't want to imagine anything. I want to get my share and get the hell out of here.
Well, I reckon you'll have no such luck. Those Praguers aren't just going to pack up and leave.
Oh, they will. You'll see. They'll pack up once they're starving like us. Then they'll say, to hell with it. I'm telling you. What brings you here, Henry?
My duties as your commander.
My word. Who would have thought this would happen back at the pond?
You mean at the pond where you and Zizka attacked us?
Right, well, no one told us we were fighting for the same side. It was a mistake. An unfortunate incident. Basically, we fucked up.
You're right. Good men died there. Men that I knew. Such a shame.
Many people we knew died. There at Nabokov and later at Malashov.
Aye, and not a single one of them got so much as a single groschen.
So that's why you're doing this? For money?
Hey, brother, you're talking to the ones who always get the short end of the stick. Always.
That doesn't mean we won't support you, but you could make sure we finally get something out of it.
You see, people always need to hope for a better tomorrow.
I understand you. But those men aren't out there to bring us good tidings. So, grab your things and join the others in the outer bailey. You get your orders there. We're not just going to hand them the silver now, are we?
Most certainly not, brother. I mean, Commander.
I'm sorry. All right, company. Everyone is here.
Well, Commander, have you prepared a big speech for us?
Look out over the ramparts, and you will see the wealth of the Prager army. Pay no attention to their expensive armor or their colors. It's not honor that motivates them, but the desire for money. They want the silver we have in the castle, even though they have no right to it.
Aye, it's the king's silver, not theirs.
They're a bunch of thieves, not an army.
Remember one thing. He who fights for money will never last as long as he who fights for a good cause.
Here. If we hold our own, those greedy Prague bastards will pack up and move on.
Yay! I could not say it better myself.
Fuck, Mikesh. Are you hearing this? He really thinks we'll make it through this alive.
Well, I'd love to believe that, my friend.
What are your orders, Henry?
For now, the Pragers are just fortifying their positions. But that shouldn't comfort us. We'll be bolstering the night watch.
Seriously?
Shut the fuck up! Henry's word is law.
Now go and rest. Once it's dark, I want to see you all on watch. I'll be checking on you personally.
There you are, Henry. Do you have a moment?
What's up?
I thought we could have a little chat. We've both been given command of a company. How's it going so far?
Well, a commander is nothing without good men. My company's not too bad.
You've had command for less than a day, but you're already spouting such wisdom. Henry of Skalitz, a modern-day Alexander the Great. I had no idea you had the soul of a strategist.
I've picked up a few things here and there. And what about you? You're quite experienced when it comes to giving orders, right?
Bollocks. Ordering someone to bring you wine is different from commanding troops in a battle. Whereas I have plenty of experience with the former, in the case of the latter, it was always me who was carrying out orders.
Well, we've been through enough together. And not just at the tavern. You know how to be a rude arsehole, but also a loyal friend, who's willing to stick his neck out for others. Your company should be glad to have you in charge.
Thanks, Henry. Well, enough talk. You should go and rest. Take care of yourself and your men.
You too.
I won't disturb you any longer. Rest.
Time for watch, you lazy sack of shit.
Oh, what the hell is this? Were you drinking while you were on watch?
What else would I do? Just stare into the dark all night? Without Markvart, the Praggers are lost. But you'll keep watch for me now, right? So get going!
Leave that door alone.
What? What's going on?
What's going on? You're sleeping on watch.
Kurva! Shit! Christ, don't tell anyone. I won't fuck up again. I'll stay awake.
Come here! To arms! To arms! We're under attack! Ladders against the walls! Knock them down!
I'll chop you up, you shit!
You'll be fucking sorry.
I'll shoot your head off!
Yeah! Now you're mine, you bastard! Now I'll show you. Useless! Ha! He was finished before he started!
Listen up! I want to double up patrols on the palisade. There'll be a guard posted at the tower and the gate at all times. No one may leave their post until someone comes to replace them. Keep your eyes locked on what's outside the castle. If you need to shit, you better let it drop from the walls. The Pragas know it'll take more than brute force to get the better of us. Now they will try deception. Today they nearly took the castle from us without a fight. That can't happen again. Now get to work! Henry, come here. Do you know how it happened? How the hell did they manage to get inside without anyone noticing? Were you there?
They killed one of Pisek's men and put on his colours.
I didn't expect something so deceptive from the Pragas. Although, after the devil shot at them, we can't expect them to be honourable.
What'll we do now?
We must bolster our patrols. We can't afford a cock-up like this again. It's good you had your men reinforce the night watch, but they need rest too. They can barely stand upright. Good work, Henry. We'll take it from here.
It seems they are very keen on having this silver. I wasn't expecting them to move so fast. We need to do something about this.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love to get the silver. Just let them try.
Gentlemen, tough words will not win us the battle. We have no response yet from Jobst. Our supplies are running thin, our ammunition is running out, and the moat will be filled in any day now. I propose reopening negotiations with them.
Fuck negotiating.
Yes, it will get us nowhere.
But we can't just sit here. They're advancing too quickly. We have to slow them down somehow.
And slow them down we shall. They think they've driven us into a corner, so we'll have to convince them of the opposite. We'll attack them.
What? But that would be suicide.
I agree. What exactly are we going to attack?
They've made themselves nice and comfy in the village below the fortress. And they're building their bloody barricades, ladders, and God knows what else. All of it has to burn.
You're mad.
So how will we do it?
I've chosen a group of riders from among Peter's men who know the village well. They'll ride in and set the camp ablaze.
How will they get in? The village is full of enemies.
I know. That's why there'll be another group to create a distraction. We'll send another company down below the northern wall to make a mess in their trenches. That will get the Pragas riled up, and in the meantime, we'll burn down their camp.
That leaves us with one detail to work out. Who will go down below the walls? It's a suicide mission.
I'll do it.
Would you look at that? Take him as an example. But not you, Henry. I need you at the castle. Don't worry, Hinak will lead the charge. He's already preparing.
Would not someone more level-headed be better?
You don't know Devil.
Aye. A madman for a mad plan.
But Devil won't go alone. Henry, Capon, I want you both on the ramparts. Lord Capon is the best marksman we have, after all. But each of you will choose 3 of your men who'll leave the fortress with the Devil.
You want me and Henry to choose men to send to their certain death?
You're a commander, so act like one. We must slow them down at all costs.
In that case, please excuse me. I have to get ready.
We're done here anyway. To the task, gentlemen!
This won't end well.
Henry, come here. There's something else I want to discuss with you. We're still holding a prisoner from our last clash. Dry Devil will interrogate him. We need to find out where to focus our attack in the village.
What do you mean?
Where they store ammunition, where they keep food, whether or not they're building siege engines. The more we know, the more damage we can cause them. Get that information out of him at all costs.
Am I supposed to torture the prisoner?
I don't care what you do with him. I just want answers.
I'm on it.
May God be with you. Once you're ready, let Capon know.
Oh, Sakra. Someone got here before me.
Lord be with you.
How's it going, Yaroslav?
Don't worry. Us Skalitz lads are thick-skinned, right? Oh, and Henry. I talked to Samuel. You never told me you two are brothers.
Well, not by blood, but aye, we are.
Your pa was a brave man. You two have that in common, I've got to admit.
I need men for a raid on the Prager's trenches.
Aye, so I've heard. You're the leader of our band. Say the word, and I'll go.
All right. In that case, get ready to attack. We'll provide cover from the walls.
I hope Lord Capon is at his best today.
Good luck. The next round's on me.
Greetings, my friend.
How's it going, Yannick?
How do you think? Me and Yaroslav spent half our lives guarding that gate together. And now? Now we're guarding another fucking gate, just at a different castle.
I'm choosing men from our company to go on a raid with Dry Devil.
Ah, shit.
I want you to take part in the raid.
Well, I might as well get a bit tipsy, since Dry Devil is in charge. It could be my last beer.
Oh, I reckon it'd be better if at least one of you goes in sober. Break a leg, Yannick.
Careful.
What's going on?
How are you feeling?
Shitty, to tell you the truth. I took such a blow to the helmet, everything went black for a bit. But you know what the best part is? It was one of ours who hit me! Bloody hell. Oof. I'm taking a load off now, but if you need anything, let me know. I'll manage somehow. I reckon Mikesh will grumble a bit, but you know him. We'll take a swig of schnapps, then get to work. You can't go to hell sober.
I'm choosing men for a raid on the trenches. I won't lie. It's not going to be easy.
All right, then. So you want me to go somewhere, or what?
Aye. Grab your weapon and meet the others by the gate.
Ah, all right, if you insist. Time for murder.
Grüß Gott. Was brauchst du, mein Herr?
I've come for ammunition.
Natürlich. You will need it today. What will you be shooting with? Choose carefully. We need to preserve our supplies.
I'll take some arrows.
Good. You can shoot farther with a bow and a crossbow. I just hope you're as good as Lord Capon. Here you go. And aim true. Every arrow that does not hit its target is a wasted arrow.
Well, I won't get any more than this.
I have to save some for the others. I cannot give you any more now, unless you make a deal with the blacksmith and bring him some iron. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund.
What do you need, sir?
Can I help you with anything? Frenzel says you're looking for iron.
Aye. We can use anything that's not a weapon or armour, so we can reforge it. In short, any old knives, nails, horseshoes, we can use any old bit of scrap iron to make ammunition. Just don't bring me anything too big, like cauldrons and candelabras. I can't smelt them down here, and besides, Sir Peter wouldn't be happy about you taking his property.
Could you give me some advice on where I might find some scrap metal?
Try the courtyard by the stables. The groom might have some old horseshoes. And maybe you'll find some old dishes in the kitchen at the back of the fortress. Besides that, I don't know. If I knew where to find it, I wouldn't need you.
I have some old iron for you.
Let me see, then. Good work. I reckon I can make something out of this. Thanks for your help. If you need any more ammunition, ask Frenzel.
Could I get a bit more ammunition?
Natürlich. For what you brought me, I will gladly give you more. What will you be shooting with?
Give me some more arrows.
Here you are. But we will run a feather for the fletching soon. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
Even if we hold them off to death, it's still unsafe.
Can we start with the interrogation?
Hold your horses, youngster. He's one of those fuckers who crept in here before during the night. And he's pretty banged up from the skirmish. If we go too hard on him, he might kick the bucket. So we'd better stick to the most important questions. What will we start with?
We need to know more about how their siege camp is laid out, so our cavalry knows how to hit them where it hurts.
Aye. It'd be useful to know where they've got their ammunition and grub supplies. And if they're building any siege engines. So, we're agreed. Except, maybe for one thing. If you're going to shit yourself again, like at Malashov, you'd better wait outside. Just remember, there's no time for mercy. I'll be going out there in a while. And everything we find out from him could make the operation a lot easier.
My men are going out with you. So don't think I'm not taking this seriously.
I'm glad we see eye to eye. Let's get to it then. God save you, friend. My, look at that finery. You must be the richest man in this castle.
You're still in the mood for jokes. I know you lot are fucked. So don't bother trying anything funny on me.
Oh, come now. I mean, we're just chatting here. I noticed you fellas are in the habit of taking stuff that doesn't belong to you. Like that camp of yours in the village, eh? Seems like you've settled in nicely there. And no doubt you've got it all neatly set up. So don't be shy. What can you tell us about it?
Fuck all!
Looks like we'll have to persuade you somehow.
Who do you think your loyalty is helping? Sigismund has taken off, and the silver he paid you with? That's what you see in front of you. That proves what a treacherous bastard he is. Anyway, do you really think you'll see as much as a groschen out of this? The ones at the top will take everything for themselves. You'll be lucky if you get back home with your head on your shoulders.
That's right. And you'll improve your chances by starting to talk. Now!
Fuck. You're right. Our main camp is in the village. We have another one on the road to Raborsh, but that's just to keep control of the road, so no one can bring you supplies.
That's not enough. I need details.
What? About what?
How are your supplies holding out, and where are you storing them?
There's some in the barn, on the green, but there's no problem with supplies. Even if you took everything from us, we'd simply get what we need from the surrounding villages.
Aye. We can't slow them down much that way.
How are your gunpowder and ammunition supplies?
Ever since our ammunition store in the camp burned down, the situation has been dire. But there's a smithy in the village, though, and we can make new arrowheads and cannonballs.
Ha! Wouldn't it be a pity if something happened to that smithy?
How do you want to conquer our position? Do you have any siege engines?
All our trebuchets are in Prague. The lads would like to have them brought here so they don't have to scale the walls with ladders, but that would take at least a week. So the captain ordered mantlets and ladders made. All the wood is carried into the smithy, and that's where the fellas do all the work.
That's good to know.
Good. I think that'll help us. But I'm not done with you yet.
That's right, fella. But we still have one more subject to discuss.
Let's talk about who's giving you orders. Is it Markvart or von Berghoff?
Fuck off!
I'm not asking about your commander as a defender of this fortress. I'm asking as the son of parents killed by Markvart von Aulitz. I just want to know if he's already been smitten by the hand of God.
I see. All right, then. Markvart is alive, but wounded. Von Berghoff took off somewhere right after the negotiations.
So who's giving you orders?
We have more than one commander. One of them you know for sure. That Frenchman, Brabant, was hand in glove with Markvart and von Berghoff. Now he's given orders and acting like he grew up in Prague Castle.
Christ! I always knew that French bastard would fuck us over, but that's the limit! I hope the fellas run into him outside and chop his froggy balls off!
How badly wounded is von Aulitz?
I don't really know, but it's not good. The sawbones practically doesn't leave his side, and he hasn't shown himself in front of his men since the negotiations.
Where did Otto von Berghoff go?
How should I know? Back to his estate, I suppose? I swear to God, I don't know!
All right. I think we have what we need.
I'll report to Zizka myself. You go to the battlements and get ready. Get hold of the men who'll be coming with me.
Hey, what about me?
You better start praying. If I find out you've told me one word of a lie, I'll come back here and weave your guts into a nice pink chaperon.
Here you go. Take it. Everything's ready. Should I give the order to attack?
There's no point in putting it off any longer. May God be with us. Ready?
I have everything I need.
All right. Before we start, let's go through the whole plan again, eh?
Agreed.
So, we have two groups ready, infantry and cavalry. The infantry were chosen by us and will be under the Devil's command. They'll cause mayhem in the trenches beneath the walls.
Work for the Devil.
Exactly, burning, shouting and all that. Try to provoke the Pragas, and as soon as they attack, the second group will set out from the fortress.
Cavalry.
In the confusion, they'll quickly ride through the camp in the village and set it on fire, before the Pragas know what's happening.
Sounds good. From the prisoner, we learned that they're storing stuff in the forge, so the riders will know exactly what to set on fire.
Great. That'll make their job easier.
And what will we be doing?
That's simple. We'll be raining down on the Pragas from above, trying to ensure that the Devil and our raiders survive and make it back to us.
Finally, your hunting skills will come in handy.
You're right about that. Happy hunting! Get ready, men!
Let's get them, fellas! Let it rain death upon them! We have to keep them busy!
Take that!
Now you're mine, you bastard! Right, eh? Gun grubber! Take that, you unwashed yokel! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Hey, I need a hand here.
You asked for it!
You haven't a chance!
There they are! Careful not to hit our men! They're carrying torches!
Now you're finished!
I can't get in! Now I'll show you! Look out! Enemy marksmen on the right! Take them out, quick!
No chance.
Aim true!
Still can't quite do that. Kill him!
Hey! Coming up
got
with
it.
this basket! Don't stop!
You are.
They've already sounded the alarm in the village! They're lining up over there on the road on the right! Just a little longer, men!
Come on, then!
Look out! Over there! There are Pavasiers coming out of the village! Aim at them! Don't let them advance! Keep them away from our men!
You haven't a chance!
Watch your fire! Had enough, donkey!
Take that!
Shoot! Take out those Pavasiers! Let it rain death from the sky!
You haven't a chance!
Our men are cut off! Cover them!
Nice hit! What now, fucker?
They're retreating! Good work!
Yeah, don't spare him!
Aim true! Once they poke their heads out, take them down! Useless!
It's on fire!
Hey! castle! Let them in! Quick!
Devil, was it a success?
What? Can't you smell the ash in the air?
How did my men do?
Well, I've got to say you chose well. You really worked as a team out there. That's why they all managed to come back alive. Give them my praise.
How do you think the Praggers will retaliate?
I'm sure they'll be more careful now, and will slow their advance. So I reckon we did fucking good.
How did the battle go? Down there, I mean. I reckon things were a lot different up on the walls.
Yeah, it was a bloodbath as always. Only I think I knew one of those fellas.
What? One of the Praggers? From where?
Yeah, I think we were in Austria together. In Weikertslag. They called him Wasp. A little hot-headed bastard who showed up wherever blood was being spilled. I liked the bloke. I have no idea how he ended up with the Praggers, but knowing him saved my life.
How so? He helped you?
No, but when he saw me, he hesitated. Just long enough for me to stab him in the throat. Well, if I hadn't, he would have done the same to me.
Well then, I'll go and report to Zizka.
Now I get why they call you Devil. Those flames look like they're straight out of hell.
For fuck's sake, what are you so chuffed about? That was bloody close. I was starting to think we wouldn't make it back.
Nonsense! Good work, everyone.
Now go ahead and keep singing praises. I'm gonna go and wet my whistle. I'm getting too old for this shit.
It's over.
For now. I'm starting to think there's no way out this time. How many more men have to die before this is really over? I'm fed up with this. I don't want to send anyone else to their death. But maybe it'll be me who dies. And I won't care anymore. Kurva! Zizka never should have put us in charge.
It's not your fault people are dying. We're under attack. We have to defend ourselves.
I know. I've seen plenty of death in my time, but still. Well, you of all people should know what I'm talking about. I lost my parents too, you know. I hardly knew them, but still.
You've barely ever talked about your parents.
I don't know much about them. They died when I was little. My uncle Hanush raised me. But sometimes I think about what my life would have been like with them. You know, if they hadn't died.
I reckon things would be a lot different.
But never mind. Let's not sit around reminiscing like a couple of old geezers. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go and get some rest.
How are you?
Thanks for asking. Those fuckers were no match for me. I got a few. I reckon they won't be walking it off. I should have made a bet we'd make it out alive. I would have won.
That you would have. But mainly, I'm glad you made it back.
Aye, I'm not the only one. But that was close, mate. Too bloody close.
Well, thankfully, it's all over now. Get some rest, and have some ale to wash it all down. You deserve it, my friend. Are you all right, Yaroslav?
I am. But if it wasn't for Devil, I'd be dead. He's a madman. But we couldn't have pulled it off without him.
Are you alright, Yannick?
Bloody hell, Henry! Damn, that was bloody rough. I still can't believe we survived. I really thought we'd never make it back. I hope it was worth it.
The raid is over. It was a success. And most of the men came back alive.
I know. Good work, Henry. Go and get some rest. You deserve it.
What are we gonna do now?
There's nothing we can do but wait. I was hoping they'd realize by now there's no easy plunder here and leave. But it looks like we'll have to hold out a bit longer. We can't let them have that silver. We have to hope Jobst returns soon with his army. You did a good job with that prisoner. You got a lot of information. As long as they don't bring in catapults from Prague, we still have a chance. But if they do, we're fucked. That injury taking care of Markvart will help us. And if that idiotic Frenchman is in charge now, it's only a matter of time before they fuck up.
Do you know anything about von Bergov's escape?
To tell the truth, it cost me quite a lot of sleep. His chamber had no windows, the castle was full of people, and most of all, I couldn't imagine how a fancy lord could escape without help. It's not the kind of thing nobles do.
Did you figure something out?
The bastard was deceiving us the whole time. He wanted us to think he was playing along with us. And in the meantime, when he was let out for air, he stole a piece of wire from the forge and made himself a lockpick.
What? He made a lockpick? Von Bergov?
Believe it or not, I found it lying discarded below the stairs. All he had to do was wait for the right moment. And while we were celebrating Sigismund's withdrawal, he got out of his locked chamber.
And what happened next?
He took the covers from the bed, slipped across the hall to another chamber, and lowered himself from the window down into the moat.
You're telling me he swam across?
Aye, believe it or not, there are people who can swim. And apparently von Bergov is one of them.
I don't know.
I saw that bed cover in the moat. How do you think it got there? I suppose it didn't hold his weight and came loose or tore off. That's why we didn't find any other traces at the top.
Sorry, but that's hard to swallow.
Look, I wouldn't have expected the noble Lord von Berkhoff to go lock-picking doors and hopping into moats, but that's exactly it, see? He had us fooled. There's simply no other explanation.